All right, Chi-Town, Inglewood, we've got RIP Takeoff. We're about to take off. The Silver Backs are back. Chi-Town's in the building. Tonight's topic, what if Kyrie inked sneaker deal with a black-owned SIA collective? Check them joints out. I went and checked them out. They go fast. That's what we on. Yeah. We got other hot topics. We fuse politics with sports. And this is politics. Feel free to pull up if you got the cojones or, the gonads, I should say. Females are welcome too. But if you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. The link is pinned to the chat. You can always call in 424-900-6945. That's absolutely troll free. 424-900-6945. Absolutely troll free. You can text that line as well. We're going to handle some house cleaning and we're going to get this show on the road. TATN.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use.
Mouthpiece included.
Such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Fair use, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Educational purposes.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
Okay, I'm in my local Ralph's, and this happened.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands.
Man, why do they keep the honey around here? Excuse me, you know where the honey is?
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of
jeez,
girls?
Al.
FGB.
Cheesehead.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Please like, share, subscribe. We are
the
live.
best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls. The Bears.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a...
Well, guys, let's go to the swimming pool. Let's go take a shower. Let's go water skiing.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
There he is.
Be sure to bring a towel so you don't get all wet.
Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Be sure to bring your mouthpiece so you get all wet. Mouthpiece included. Let's get it going. Yes, sir. Welcome to another edition. Pull up, pull up. Open panel, as it says in the title. The hottest topic tonight is, what if Kyrie inks that shoe deal with black-owned SIA collective? Sneaker deal. Sneaker deal. All right, if y'all don't know the show's format, we always kick it off with some Cubs, Sox, quick hits. Then, of course, we roll to... how about them Bulls? And of course, the cherry on the top. The Bears. Bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down. FGB. Then we flow through some hot topics. We got a booger of the week this week. Yes, we do. Witnessed by Booger himself. And then we'll make it to our hottest topic and close it out with some great information. Thought experiment on this potential sneaker deal. Could be huge for the community. Yes, sir. All right, enough said. Let's get our resident co-Silverback in the building. Big Ace, Jackie Robinson's finest. Manager, coach, volunteer. What's going on, fella? Give us some hubbub there. What's been going on there, fella?
Oh man, just living in paradise here in the side. Freezing Chicago, the normal Chicago temperature, 40 below, wind chill on Saturday. Today it was 51 degrees. We got a 91 degree temperature swap in a matter of 4 days. You gotta love Chi-Town.
Yeah, you got it only in Chi.
You can't believe it, man. I couldn't believe how cold it was. But you know, Chi got hit with 4 inches of snow, and then we got hit with the sub-zero temperatures, and here we are. Everything's gone now because it's 51 degrees today. You know, people outside jogging with shorts on and t-shirts. Only in Chi-Town.
Oh, that snow melting and going down the drains and flooding stuff.
No, it's gone. We only got a few inches. They were predicting 2 to 15, 2 to 20 inches. We got like 4, but the real problem was the cold. Yeah, today it's all gone. Streets are clear. Just a little moist from the melting snow. No real floods in the area. But just enjoyed time with the family over the Christmas holiday. For those who observe Xmas, had a good time. Always appreciate time commiserating and fellowshipping with the family.
Yeah, man, same, man. Got with one of my brothers and his wife, my wife, and man, had some real good food, man. Wifey threw down in the kitchen, and Dave threw down over there. 2 days of very good food, desserts. Yeah, overdid it, Holmes.
2-1, baby.
Chivas Regal eggnog.
Bubble guts.
Yeah. Bubble guts, sugar. Yeah, bubble guts all day, bro.
Yeah, I grilled up a turkey, man. Made some beach cobbler, and people brought other dishes, and we had a good time, man. The libation and holiday games. It was a good time. Makes me love doing our Christmas Eve shindig every year. So yeah, can't wait I think we're shutting down New Year's Eve. I miss the old New Year's Eve parties we used to have, but we'll see one day. We can kick it back off.
Yeah, man. And I want to start out RIP to we lost another legend, Pele, huh, fella?
Cheers to the football legend, Pele. Enrique Odorsis or Sanchez Alonso Parota Balata Parota, better known as Pele. God bless. Rest in power.
I was watching some of his highlights. I was a big fan of his in my soccer phase, 2nd, 3rd grade.
Football.
And he was running right past those people.
Yeah. Yeah, he won 3 World Cups. He's unstoppable.
Bro, I mean, the things he did, and they still be talking about Messi and all these guys. Are they the GOAT?
Yeah.
So we might need to unpack this, how we did for Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Make Pele, next week.
His records are in line with Kareem as far as basketball compared to Pele in football. So I think that would be a good idea.
He was dark too, man. Down there in Brazil.
Yeah, it's hot out there. It's hot out there running around in the grass all day for hours at a time, trying to kick the football. So yeah, you got to get dark. It's like playing center field with no hat on, and
no doubt a descendant from chattel slavery, probably.
Yeah, Oh, yeah, he didn't. He could swim. His ancestors could swim, so he ended up in Brazil, and he was the greatest. Even as a child, you were like, man, you kept hearing the name Pele, Pele,
Yeah.
and
And he was already retired and old.
yeah, and the U.S. really didn't televise or recognize the World Cups because they had no chance in the games.
And the color was dominating.
Yeah, they couldn't qualify actually. And here's this guy. He won his last one in '70. That was when I was born. So hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I thought he was from like 75th and Colfax or something. You know what I mean? Couldn't put it all together. I'm like, man, he looked like, a homie up the street.
Yeah. That's where they get them jackets from. Pele. Now it all makes sense. But now
it does make sense.
But he's the greatest soccer football player ever. And rest in power, Pele. Yeah, we will unpack him because I think he's been shoved to the rear of the
That's what they're trying to do with Mike. It takes some time to do these things.
Yeah.
They already shoved Walter Payton up under the rug. But RIP though, I want to say that, like you said, to Pele, and condolences to his family, man. We lost a legend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to cover eventually Max Smelling and Joe Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to break that down and get into the undertones.
Undertones of the jamming versus the Negro athlete. Yeah.
Yeah, Adolf, we won't say his name, but he was the main promoter of the damn fights.
Yeah.
He was promoting his ass off.
Yeah, he's going to make money. He's the Don King of Germany.
All right, let's move past this. Big ups to Pele, though. We're going to break it down more next week. All right, man, you got any Sox Cubs news? I didn't come across much.
Yeah, I mean, they're picking up projects here and there, 1 year or 3 year players and guys. You know how the Cubs and Sox do. They pick up guys out the scrap heap, see if they can resurrect their careers.
Yeah, journeyman. If he could just stay healthy for more than 60 games. And
we got a chance of making it to the World Series.
If his 4-time knee reconstruction on the same knee just holds up,
Yeah. I mean,
not a chance for a world. We got a chance to scrap for a playoff spot. You know what I mean? Like, they're rarely building. Like, it'd be nice if we were dependent on that for a World Series, man.
Oh my gosh. You know how the mentality of the ownership in Chicago is. I mean, the Cubs have sold and they won a chip. The White Sox have won a chip, but they won't sell. I don't think they'll sell till
well, they figure all they got to do is win a chip once every century or so, and they can stay relevant in Chicago.
We want to see another one. So,
right.
We need to start working on winning.
I mean, maybe that's their business plan. It appears so. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But tonight's topic: what if Kyrie inked sneaker deal with Black-owned SIA Collective? It's an open panel. You guys pull up. The link's pinned at the top of the chat. The Bulls, man, they're on a little run. They beat Giannis and Walkie. And happy belated birthday, Coach.
Happy birthday, Coach. I think I don't know who got slapped around in the locker room, but the Bulls have responded somewhat. But it's the same Bulls. You're either going to score 128 or 150 against them, or you're going to score 117 and they're going to score 119 and they're going to win. So,
I mean, DeRozan balled in that Milwaukee game.
Yeah. I mean, he's their star. That's why, he's probably got to be disgruntled about this other guy getting $200 million and he's been carrying the team ever since he's been here.
Exactly.
So maybe that was the riff that they had, a week or two ago. Maybe the guy with the max contract was, speaking out of turn like he was leading the team. And, the true leader had to, voice his opinion or tell him, hey, this is how we got to win. This is how we were winning. So you can take that, that light skin ball somewhere and, FGB. So, I guess the talking to, the lashing out they had in the locker room has helped them. But they've been beating the good teams all year. They just have problems with the bottom half of the East and the West. So, hopefully this will put them on the arrow going up. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I see it, bro. They could go ahead and, after games like this is when I'm making calls.
Yeah, they got
see what DeRozan did last night.
They got to trade him.
Yeah, exactly.
The iron's hot. You're not going to win anything this year.
I don't know if Portland has anything left, but, you can move him to a place like Portland. I think he'd fit in there. We might be able to get something for him. Give them a chance to feel like they got a chance to, make some noise out west.
Well, what do you think about hitting Golden State's roster?
Yeah, he fit in nice. They have another veteran, but they probably do need somebody who's not going to just run up and down and shoot the three.
Right.
They'd probably be trying to give you Wiggins.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know if I want Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins got the money now. We don't want you to summer after you get the money.
Yeah, I can't walk up the steps without feeling pain. I bet you can walk to the bank and to your ATM machine.
The summer after you get the money, no, we do not want you on our team. Just like we can't trade Zach LaVine right
now. Yeah. But, trade value should be up for DeRozan, after games like that. See what you can get for him.
You just got to find the right deal, right situation, and hopefully the Bulls are looking for it right now. I mean, the iron's hot. The iron's hot, and you got to do something to improve the team, or you got to do something to tear it down. So it looks like we're going to be in tear down mode. If we can get to January, February, we can get rid of LaVine, and we've already gotten rid of DeRozan and shored up some young talent and some draft picks. I say go with it as soon as you can.
Yeah, and they got to, take a look at getting some new management, upper management, clean house once again. Hate to keep blowing it all up, but
yeah. I mean, I guess Jerry likes these guys. I don't know. I'm not confident in their management ability as far as winning the championship. Right? I'm not confident at all. You're looking at extending Donovan for no reason. I know he's your friend. Y'all was at a golf tournament. You lost or something, and you had to extend him. I don't understand that. You didn't want him. I guess you didn't want him labeled as a lame duck coach, but yeah, he was an improvement year for me.
Yeah,
and the way I see it, he was going to prove it that they were going to either be just short of the playoffs or losing in the first round again. So you can go out there and find your melanated coach to take this team to lose in the first round. We're trying to get to the damn Eastern Conference Finals and then over to the ship. You can't do that if you're losing in the first round every year. So it's time to make some changes.
Yeah, and it's just weird, man. Like, all right, so here's some highlights. This is ESPN. This is written September of 2022.
All right.
This is going back to Ball's knee injury. The Bulls were hosting the Golden State Warriors on January 14th in a marquee matchup featuring at the time the top seed in the East versus the top seed in the West. Quickly turned into a disaster. Bulls guard Zach LaVine had already left the game earlier in the opening minutes of the first quarter because of a knee injury that would go on to linger for the rest of the season. And now the Bulls were trailing by more than 30 points with about 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Okay. Down 30 with 5 minutes left to go.
All right.
After Stephen Curry knocked down another three-pointer to extend the Warriors' lead to 33, Bulls coach Billy Donovan called a timeout.
Yeah.
Coming out of the huddle, rookie guard Dosunmu replaced a wincing Lonzo Ball for the duration. A seemingly innocuous move with the team facing such a large deficit. Ball's health wasn't even a topic of conversation during the post-game news conference that night. With concerns about Levine's MRI scheduled for the following day and the Bulls' third double-digit loss in 4 games. Unbeknownst to everyone at the time, including Ball himself, he would not play another minute for the rest of the 2021-22 season. Ball was ruled out the following game the next day because of knee soreness. By the next week, the team announced he would require arthroscopic knee surgery with a recovery timeline 6 to 8 weeks. Ball was the catalyst for Chicago's red-hot start. You know, they were 27-13 when he got injured. They finished 19-23 down the stretch without him. Ball turns 25 on October 27th. He played in 35 games last season, a career low during his 5-year tenure. But even in a handful of games, his talent and impact was clear. All right, we can get past that. Now, 8 months have passed, and it remains unclear when Ball will be ready to rejoin the Bulls. There's confidence the bone bruise and meniscus tear is structurally sound following the surgery, but Ball still experiences pain when attempting certain basketball activities. Sources told ESPN earlier this month that Ball is not expected to participate when the team begins training camp. Now, that was, of course, as of September 17th.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that are the same thoughts I had before the damn season started. He's damaged goods. He's never going to play again for the Bulls.
I mean, you think this is career?
Yeah, no, it's not his career. He's going to collect $84 million and he's going to go somewhere else and he's probably going to play 70 games for that next season. But I think, the best you can hope for is to get him healthy, get him on the court, and find somebody willing to take him in trade. If he makes it to the last year of his deal or second to last year of his deal, but I don't know, man. This guy's damaged goods. There's nothing you can do about it. It's nothing personal, but he's been hurt since he got here. He's been hurt. He's been hurt for the Lakers. He was hurt for whatever team he's played for. And now you're looking to make it to the playoffs and the chip based on his knee structure. It's not going to happen. He's damaged goods. So as soon as they can't do it while he's hurt, but they need to get rid of him. Nothing personal, Ball. I like you as a player. I loved you at UCLA, but my gosh. It's nothing you ever do for the Bulls, I don't think.
According to the Sport News, this is more recent, bro. Mid-December, December 16th. Ahead of training camp this year, the Bulls announced that Ball would undergo another debridement surgery. Yeah. There's confidence that Ball will return in 2023, but he's expected to miss a few months. Bulls head coach Billy Donovan provided an update on Ball's condition on November 30th, saying his rehab's going really slow. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski added on December 14th, there are no guarantees that he plays at all this season, which is what you've been saying.
Yeah.
Now the hope is that perhaps by the All-Star break in mid-February, they have a sense of whether Lonzo Ball is ready to come back and play for Chicago, Wojnarowski added. A lot of that may depend on where the Bulls are in the standings. Right now, they're 11th. They're out of the playoff picture. I think if they're lingering around that area, there'll be a real decision made about whether they'll shut them down.
What are the Bulls? He's already shut down. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying if somehow he can walk up the steps and without paying by, the All-Star break. So if he's ready, they're saying now at that point, this SOB, son of a ball, this SOB,
yeah,
you're gonna shut him down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he would allow it. You remember what Michael Jeffrey Jordan was doing when Reinsdorf was trying to shut him down coming off the foot injury so he could stink and get a high draft pick. Michael Jeffrey Jordan went nuclear, went to the media. He told Reinsdorf, I got what did he say? I can't remember. Reinsdorf asked him, gave him some sort of gamble. Didn't he? He gave him some sort of odds. And Jordan said he'll take those odds. I can't remember the story, but
something about his broken foot and playing and what you gonna do? Cut me? What a play from Michael damn Jordan.
And he went on to score 63 in the playoffs that year, and he needed that progression.
Yeah. Well, we don't have those same doctors here in 2022 that were performing surgeries or setting casts back in 1984. So, they're more specialized athletes. They run harder, jump higher. And
they're better athletes. They wear lower top shoes. Ankles are always tweaked. They won't wear high tops.
No, those aren't cool. Absolutely.
All right, man. Go Bulls.
Are you kidding me, man? You telling me they're thinking about shutting them down in February, depending on
once he's ready. If we're not playing for nothing, they're gonna shut him down. Man, you better get out there and play.
Yeah.
Teams are out here busting their butt. And if he's going to be the only one you're shutting down, you need to shut down LeBed Rest and shut down DeRozan too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're shutting them down.
But DeRozan never actually shut down. I can't tell how many games he's ever taken off.
Because he's a winner.
Yeah. He's a player.
Yeah. All right, what if Kyrie inks sneaker deal with black-owned SIA Collective? Open panel, pull up, links in the chat. All right, let's talk about them Bears, man. A little birdie told me that they're looking at signing a melanated team president to replace, McCaskey? He's a former Big Ten commissioner. Yeah, Kevin Warren. He's the guy who got all those Pac-10 teams to come over and rebuilt the Big Ten. Yeah, it's serious news coming out that they're looking at signing him, bro.
The Bears are going to have a Negro running the franchise? Yeah, it's about time. I heard the news just as earlier today. They've got a brain that's been working for the Big Ten that's going to come over to the team now that Phillips is retiring with the bag for his entire next 4 generations. So
now you had mentioned the former coach of Who Dat, New Orleans. When I consider him as a coach, I think the Bears could consider him hire the melanated. I'm all down for that. Come on.
Yeah.
But what's his name?
Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean Payton. He's a local guy. If he's, I'd be okay with Sean Payton at the helm. Of course, I'd prefer this brother. Yeah.
I'm sure the league would be okay with Sean Payton at the helm, helping guide the offense, the defense, and the everyday operations.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sean Payton's he's got to be interested in moving up.
Yeah, he's a football guy.
Yeah, from the coaching ranks.
Yeah,
and helping your scouting staff, building the structure of the team, and getting you some football players that can win some damn games and run the plays that are to win games. So
hiring and firing GMs.
Yeah, but that president position is a big position, and if you can get a melanated guy that's well versed in
business,
different teams, handling contracts, and being the head of a super conference like
and potentially building a new stadium.
Yeah, because
we'll be at the helm of all that.
Yeah, because the Big Ten will have the biggest television contract in college football, I think, next year.
Yeah, and this man was a commissioner, all under his leadership.
Yes. So he's obviously well versed in business and football and television and making things work. Now, hopefully, he doesn't come with the same crap that the White Sox and the Cubs and the Bulls and have come with, talking about, pay-per-view to watch the damn home games. And so, but I don't think the NFL goes for that. So, yeah, I'm sure he can put something together as far as the stadium is concerned. And I'm happy with the decision if it's actual truthful decision.
Well, it sounds like the Bears may have blown it already. I think we were in the market for Belichick or something, and then we went out and made an announcement. He took the job. What coach was that? It wasn't Belichick. We made an announcement to everybody that he took the job, and dude hadn't even decided to take the job. So then he's like, with this dysfunction, I don't even want to be here. He went somewhere else. Can't think of the coach's name. Yeah.
The situation. Yeah, that was back in that was the pre-Ryan Poles days.
Yeah.
I think it was before Pace, but
botched it.
Yeah.
So what Ted Phillips said is, we have not set a timeline for announcing. This is the Bears. Ted Phillips' successor. Our search team has cast a wide net, spoken to many outstanding candidates, and looks forward to introducing our next president and CEO at the conclusion. But the Big Ten released its own statement claiming Warren did not interview for a position, but rather merely offered his professional insight to the Bears for their hiring process.
So he's taking the high road. I'm a big G. If they want me in Chicago, they got to come with the super bag, give me complete control, and I'll consider it.
Yeah, because he's got a great job already. I'm sure he's getting paid hand over foot.
Are you kidding me? The average Big Ten coach is making about $8 to $10 million a season.
And he's the commissioner.
Yeah. So
brought in $1 billion contracts in schools.
Yeah, I think the Big Ten new television contract is like $7 billion.
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
So that brings a team all the way from two teams from California all the way over to
USC. Who'd have thought? Now y'all got more reasons to be coming this way. You know what I mean? Chicago takeovers.
Yeah, you come get these big corn-fed guys and take them right on out there to California, and beat up on those. They're gonna take their lumps in the Big Ten for sure. But that's another lane of recruiting. Offensive lineman, which everybody in California is supposedly a speed guy or skill guy. So lineman.
Well, we'll see. Now you got, that Rose Bowl game's been, but it's been played in the backyard on the West Coast for years. So, but Justin Fields, man, he dare I say, he played at Ohio. I think he's from Texas, but I think maybe the Hawk was too much. I hope he's not Hawk shy.
I hope not either. I hope it was just a situational look for this particular game. Bears tickets were going for $6. It was so damn cold out there. And you know how
$6? Are you serious?
You could have went online right before the game, got you some tickets for $6 damn. I don't know. It wasn't no 50-yard line tickets, but there's no way you can get in that stadium for $6 any Sunday during the
You can't even get a gallon of gas premium where I'm at for $6.
Right, $6 and Soldier Field. What could that get you? Won't get you anything to eat. It won't get you anything to drink. Yeah. So that tells you how cold it was here.
Yeah, my man didn't look too good. What? Why don't our corners turn around and locate the ball at some point when they're in man-to-man? I mean, up and down. They claim they talk about it and they practice it, and he's doing better with that.
Well,
why is it so hard to say, man, after 6 seconds of facing this son of a bitch, why don't you turn around and see what's going on? Because, you know what I mean? Man, the ball be hitting them in the back of the head and they be celebrating.
Yeah, I don't know. You got a bunch of young cornerbacks.
Come on, Ace. You learned that in street ball in fifth grade watching Monday Night Football.
You watch their feet break down and turn around.
Yeah.
The ball's right there, especially when the wind's blowing 30 miles an hour. It's not coming hard.
Come on, man. They coaching it right. Exactly. They coaching it in high school. I'm just saying, Ace, after about 4 seconds, man, you got to try to locate, see what's going on back there. Unless you're guarding Jerry Rice or some damn body.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. We know what's going on here in Chicago. We got 2 more games to lose, and then the season's over.
All right, tank stink. Yeah, we were gonna get into that, but I'll give you that.
Yeah.
We got a crow alert. Are you going to eat Valus crow? Or is it too premature? Let me give you a close up here.
Absolutely premature. This guy had 2 catches for 40-something yards. There's no reason to eat any Valus crow
he had some great returns too there, fella.
I don't give a damn. He lost 2, maybe 3 games fumbling the ball. And we lost the game where he shined. So there's no way I'm eating crow for this summer, as of right now. If he ends the season on a high note, I'll see what we can do after week 17. But right now, there is absolutely no way that I'm eating crow for this summer, my God.
It sounds like you moved off your perch of cutting them right away because,
Well, I mean,
I said give the kid, 4 or 5 games next season.
That was just premature cuttage. But it's a battle of attrition now. I mean, everybody's going on injury reserve. Everybody's bumming out. You got to get this guy.
He may have been cut before that game, and they not had all those injuries and people down and stuff. Very possible.
He's a 3rd-round pick. They were going to keep it to the end of the season.
Well, yeah, I know, but it was bad, bro. That people were considering it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, they put Ebner back out there, so you can't tell.
I didn't see him. Was he out there last week? I didn't see him last week. I didn't see one play to trash him.
He was out there the week before, and there's absolutely no reason that guy should be on the field for the Bears ever again.
Correct. Now, I agree. I've been saying it since preseason. Who is this guy?
He was a rookie, man. You got to give a guy a chance.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the 3rd-round rookie. This guy's trashed it. I mean, big ups to his family. Every NFL player is great.
They're playing hard. They're working every week.
Yeah, top athletes in the world. So, all right. But the secondary that we're beating up on, yeah, they did. They played decent, but it was a windy game. I don't think either quarterback really wanted to be out there.
Well, Justin definitely showed it in the second half that he didn't want to be out there, especially probably with the play calling that they had in store for him in the second half for the tank stank.
Well, Justin said even the toss plays, the wind was so bad and it's like, yeah, how many times y'all going to run that play before y'all figure out they could barely snap the ball? People are holding the kickoffs. The wind was gusting, and Justin was like, yeah, I mean, even the tosses, and those screen plays, like that ball that what's his name dropped. because it was 3 drops that game. Komet dropped one, but it was one on the sideline, bro, for first down on third. This Mark dropped it.
Yeah.
And so he was 15. Justin finished 15 for 23, but there were 3 drops. So you got to take that into account. Could have very well been 18 for 23. 119 yards, 1 TD, 0 INTs, 7 rushes for 11 yards, 1.6 yard average.
He didn't. All of those were running out of bounds, or trying to run to the heater, trying to run to the coat. The
line was banged up.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sense of extending yourself in these games, especially in those type of elements, and especially against a classless team like the Buffalo Bills. And
classless.
I'll show that
Bush League
top 5. Because for them to throw to not kneel for that last series and throw a touchdown to go up 30, whatever the hell they scored.
Bush League. Nobody's even talking about it. They haven't even mentioned it in the national media. Did they mention it locally?
No, they haven't talked about it at all.
No.
I mean, that was totally Bush League. There was absolutely no way that the Bears should come back in the game. There was less than 2 minutes left, and they gave you the ball in their territory. So the honorable thing, of course, was
in that weather too. If you don't take the knee, call a run or kick the field goal.
But you're running pass plays. I would have ran in there and did that guy from the Green Bay Packers, Doug Martin, on the quarterback, and put him out for the damn season.
And I mean, Bush League. None of the Bears coaches mentioned it. That's one thing I liked about Dicker. I don't know what's in his heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Dicker didn't play that shit when it came to Dicker. And we're gonna remember this. And boy, Buddy Ryan and Dicker, boy, they'd be pistol whipped that other coach after the game.
Yeah, he'd be right outside the locker room, ready to kick him right in his keister. For a Bush League play like that. You
remember Dallas ran it up on Dicker. The next year, boy, we had fridge plays where we ran up. Dicker went in there and told him why he ran it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's have them on the schedule maybe next year and just ram it right up their keister. Once we get an offensive line, some defensive line, and some damn wide receivers here in Chicago, because that was totally Bush League. I can't believe that it hasn't been a bigger mention for the national media as far as for what they did against this team that was decimated by injuries. The game was over, and for you to go out there and throw and still running pass plays with less than 2 minutes left in the game.
But you're right. We should have had a 0 blitz on.
Yeah. I don't care if somebody was getting through.
We're taking that penalty.
We're taking the damn penalty and the damn ejection.
Yeah. Shut them down for the rest of the season. We're tanking anyway.
Shut them down. Right.
All right. So
he hurt his neck breaking Allen's legs. So we're shutting him down.
Yeah, we're shutting him down. All right. So our previous predictions were 6-9, both of us. We got Bears at Detroit or the toilet. Bears at the toilet. The Bears are 6-point dogs. First question: will we cover?
That's this week. I thought we played.
Who we played this week? I thought it was the toilet.
Yeah, we do. I was thinking about the Vikings last game of the season. Day 12. We go to day 12.
Day toilet.
Mm-hmm. Do the Bears cover?
Yeah, 6-point dogs. 6-point dogs.
And day 12.
Day toilet.
So do we have the Justin Fields addendum as far as whether he's playing or not?
Yeah, he's playing.
Plus, yeah, he's got the elements.
Yeah, in the dome. Of course, they stepped on his foot at the end of the game. Bush League. That's what we're going to call them, Ace, henceforth. Bush League Bills.
Yeah.
That's what they're referred to.
Okay.
It's not Buffalo Bills. They're the Bush League Bills. Yeah, somebody stepped on his foot. He said his foot was bleeding. That's why that very last drive, he looked really cold.
Yeah. Yeah, and they put Peterman in.
I don't understand why they won't play in steel toes. If I'm a quarterback, I'd have them kicker shoes.
Especially if you can get away with kicking players in the nuts. It's playing some steel toe shoes. And,
step on my foot if you want to.
Yeah. Or if I jump over me, see what happens.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that dirty Patriots quarterback. We're gonna get there. Yeah, dirty son of a gun. All right. So will they cover the spread? You're saying what?
In Detroit's
been looking good. I got to think if it's my money. I think some of these receivers are coming back. It's nice weather. I'm going to say, Bears will cover.
No confidence. Right here, week 16, I got a vote of no confidence for the offensive coordinator. The Bears will not cover against Detroit.
Wow. Well, we only did the spread 2 weeks. We're both currently 1-1 against the spread.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So give me your score. Obviously, you got Detroit winning. So how many points are the Bears going to score?
Bears will score 24 points. Detroit 31.
All right. I got the Bears coming back offensively this game. I got them going for 30. And I got Detroit going for 28.
All right.
I'm going with the Bears against the toilet. It's nothing to do with the division. I just, I don't have disdain for the toilet per se, but I just can't predict the toilet.
Yeah,
I don't care for 3-13, whatever we are.
I don't like it either, but that damn second half play calling for the last few weeks stinks.
Oh yeah. It looks like the fix is on. They're not even trying to cover the spread.
Not at all. Not at all. What the hell they were? I mean, it was evident the toss play hasn't worked for the last 2-3 weeks.
And you're out there doing it, and the wind is blowing the ball around, Ace.
Right. So why are you out there risking fumbles or
that's what was going on. Everybody's hands are freezing.
Yeah.
You're tossing the ball.
Tossing the ball 4 or 5 yards, hoping that they catch it and they can hit the holes to make a damn play. What the hell is going on, man? That's basic football.
And you used to coach in Green Bay, so you should know when that wind is blowing that certain plays, you can't run that right now. Can't run it today.
They faked the hell out of them. And that damn, all I had to do is look at the other side of the ball. The Buffalo Bills are running the ball right up the damn middle of the field for the entire second half of the game. So if they're not gonna give you that, like you're giving it to them, then you got to play fake and hit your receivers for 10 yards and matriculate the ball down the field to give yourself a chance to win. You had a second half lead. It's the I know what's going on. So we'll see you next season, Bears.
All right. So we both got our picks in for this week, and tonight's topic is: what if Kyrie inked sneaker deal with black-owned SIA collective? We're going to bear down, you guys. We're going to push past those Bears. Quarter black of the week. I don't really feel like looking it up. I did a little research here and there. Justin's numbers weren't bad, actually, when you compare them against the other quarter blacks that played. But you got to go with Sideshow Bob again.
Absolutely. He's right at my top of the list. Another segment we got to put in.
Even though he didn't have a stellar game either.
No, but he won.
Yeah, exactly.
Hurts didn't
Exactly.
Western didn't want to play in the second half based on play calling, I'll say. But he looked cold. And yeah.
And that's KC's quarterback, you guys. For your new listeners, Sideshow Bob is Pat Mahomes.
P. Mahomes. Yeah. I'm thinking of a new segment for these last few weeks that we'll go after. Well, we can do it now. Well, after we go to Power 5. But yeah, P. Mahomes was my quarterback of the week.
All right, we're in agreement.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's do this Power 5, and then we'll hop into your segment. This is the NFL top 5 teams, not considering tonight's game, but I don't think it would matter, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I don't think whatever happens tonight would affect what I got down here.
I don't even know who's playing tonight.
I don't either.
I tell you the truth.
Could be Minnesota. And all right, but my number 5 team, I'm going to go with those Bengals. They're 11-4, and they've won 7 straight. Bengals, number 5.
Bengals. We're in agreement there. I have the Bengals at number 5. And
all right. What's your number 4?
My number 4 team, I'm going with a North Division team, the Minnesota Vikings. Only
You going with the? Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Only because of I shifted around my top 5 based on the Bush League play against the Bears last week. So the Vikes are number 4, and the Bengals are at 5.
All right, I got those Niners at 11-4. They've actually won 8 straight now, and they're on their 3rd string quarterback, and still winning. So, in that defense, bro. Another thing I looked at was total points versus defensive giving up.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that's at this point. You know, if you're coming through like Sexy Rexy and the Bears, 260 points for, 262 points against, and you're coming into the Super Bowl, I ain't buying your shit. You know, I've seen that before. You know, these teams have been dominant. So I'm going with San Fran as my number 4 team. My number 3 team, I'm going to push out there Sideshow Bob at 12-3. And Sideshow Bob and the Chiefs, they've won 3 straight at 12-3. Go ahead with your number 3 team there, fella.
My number 3 team, I put the Niners. They're my fantasy defense, and they've been excelling. You know, they had
dominant,
maybe 1 glitch this year, but maybe 2, 1.5 glitches, but nothing to speak of. Yeah, the defense is dominant. So I got my 40.
They've given up the fewest points this season.
Yeah. Yeah, couple shutouts. They've been killing. I mean, you know, they don't have the schedule like the Bears, but you know, they're playing ball. And
all right, who you got in there as number? That was your number 3, right?
That was my number 3. My number.
What's your number 2 there, fella?
I got Sideshow Bob and the Kansas City Chiefs as my number 2 team.
All right. Well, I went with the Bush League Bills. 12-3. They've won 6 straight.
I understand.
They got banged up though. You know, we did leave a hurting on them. That's one thing about them. But I went with the Bush League Bills at 12-3, and I think we both got those Eagles. They lost with their backup. Yeah. At 13-2, lost 1 straight. Lost to Dallas.
Yeah, by 1 touchdown. But I dropped the Bush League Bills out of my top 5 based on being the Bush League team and the elements at Soldier Field. So,
yeah, hey, you're not going to get any argument out of me. So go ahead, break down your new segment here.
New segment. We're going to look for our new BMVP, which coincides with our Black Quarterback of the Week. we're going to start charting our black MVP for this season.
So it doesn't have to be a quarterback necessarily.
Absolutely not. I'm looking at either starting with the top 5, or
so you're going MVB, most valuable black.
Yeah.
Most valuable black. All right, I'm with it.
So we can start with our top 3, or we can go to 5. If you have 5, you can come up with off the top of the dome. But I say we just start with 3 this week, and then next week, as we expand heading to the playoffs, we can find our top 5 MVBs for this.
Most valuable black. I'm not. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I'd have to say Sideshow Mahomes because he's my MVP.
Well, I understand that. Yeah.
But if you're saying 3,
yeah.
And so I gave you my number 1, but yeah, this is tough without any preparation. Who's your number 3?
My 3, I'm going with T. Hill out of the Miami Dolphins.
Cheetah?
The Cheetah, yeah. And let me rattle off all 3 of them since I caught you off guard for this segment.
All right.
For my top 3, just to leave it at 3 right now, I'm going with the Cheetah at 3, Jalen Hurts at 2, Patrick Mahomes number 1. And we'll see how that jingles for the next couple of weeks.
All right. So we agree with number 1.
Yeah. No question. Because we picked the same number 1. So for next week, you can come up with your other 2 or other 4, and we'll go from there. But those are the 3 I'm going to run with right now.
Well, my number 1 would be Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with Jalen Hurts as my number 2. And thinking about Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah, he's balling. He's balling.
He's not happy there, but he is balling. It looks like they're gonna tear the whole damn thing down.
Josh Jacobs. No, I'm gonna go with number 3 is gonna be Justin Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's balling. But I'll be able to sink my teeth into the most valuable black next week. I have more data for you guys.
Absolutely.
All right.
That was a great 3 coming off the top of the dome. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to get us some defense out there next week.
All right. Well, I just thought about it today at work, dealing with a bunch of crazy people.
Yeah, around the holidays.
Oh my gosh, it's like they didn't open up the damn mental hospitals and send them right to my job. No offense to those mentally disturbed.
Yeah, my happy holidays be like F you. Happy holidays, motherfucker.
Happy holidays. Oh man, I had a lady today who couldn't see, and I gave her a vision test. She had to report to the pink stink. I was too aggressive because she couldn't see. It's like, ma'am, do you wear glasses? Oh no.
If you don't care about your life, I want to care about other people. You know what I mean?
She gets in the machine, proves she can't see.
You should.
And then she says, "Oh, yeah, let me pull out my reading glasses." Just ask you, do you wear any kind of glasses or contacts? Yeah, well, I don't consider these glasses. I was like, well, man, they are because you can't see.
You shouldn't be operating a TV.
Right. You need to go You need to go to an eye doctor,
Man.
not to Walmart, and look through the plethora of reading glasses they got. Go to the damn eye doctor and figure out what you need to do about your vision.
Yeah, you need an ophthalmologist.
Yeah, I digress.
All right. And so NBA power rankings, bro. Let's hit the NBA Power 5.
Oh, it's tough. Tough.
All right. So you start with your number 5.
Woo! My number 5. Man, this is tough. Even though they lost on Xmas, I'm gonna stick with the Grizzlies of Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going with Memphis, number 5.
Man, your boy just won't be quiet, is it?
Yeah, he won't let himself be great. He just want to keep running his damn mouth. But
right. Let us tell you how great you are. You know what I mean?
That's that modern crap.
Yeah. Mike always used to say that. I'll leave that up for you guys to say who's the best.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my number 5 team is 22-12 Nuggets. They're 8-2 over their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 team is 22-12 New Orleans Pelicans. They're 6-4 over their last 10.
All right. For my number 4 team, I have the Cavaliers of Cleveland as my number 4 team. I think they're 22-12, or they all have similar records, so I didn't track them down. But at my number 3 team, I got the New Orleans Pelicans with Zion playing more like a football player than a basketball player.
Yeah, his nickname should be Baby Huey. All right. Number 3. Wait, you did your number 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 3 is gonna be those Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo at 22-12. They're 4-6 over their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2 team, and team I had in the beginning, those surging Brooklyn Nets. They righted the ship. They're 23-12. They got the colored coach. They won 10 straight. So I'm going with the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie's bounced back, since he's had the little troubles with the small hats and posting links to this book right here, which I haven't started yet. If we can do this on YouTube. There we go. He did the link to the movie, but I'm actually going to read. Yeah.
You didn't show the book.
All right, here, fella. Go ahead with your number 2, and then give me your number 1.
I have my number 2 team is the Philadelphia 76ers with the resurgence of Joel Embiid. And
the Beard's been balling too.
Who's that?
The Beard. He's been balling too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've for this week, because of the heinous talk of the coach during the game, I dropped Walkie out of the top 5, and my Celtics are still number 1 in the NBA. So
heinous talk from what coach? What happened?
The coach over there, Coach Jim Hunter.
Milwaukee's head coach. Well, my number 1, before you go there, my number 1 is Boston, 25-10. They're 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they sit up top the NBA with the best record, number 1 seed in the league right now. So Milwaukee's coach said something?
Not Milwaukee's coach. Coach Jim from the south side of Chicago, around the corner from my house.
Oh, Jim, yeah.
Jim Bob.
Yeah.
So, and it was It was a tough loss for Milwaukee here in Chicago. I know the Bulls have improved as far as beating the better teams, but I don't see Milwaukee as a team that should be losing to the Chicago Bulls right now. Even though DeMar DeRozan had an incredible night, I'll just give him a check minus for losing to the Bulls this week. So they'll work their way possibly back up into the Power Five next week.
Yeah, what has Dude been doing? Is he playing the small forward that got hurt last year in the playoffs
No,
for
he's
Milwaukee? He's on bed rest again.
Yeah, he didn't play on Christmas and they got beat, and he didn't play against the Bulls and they got beat. So
Is it the same injury that he tweaked or something different?
I would assume it's the same thing. I think it's still his knee. So he's on bed rest. Yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt late in the season.
Yeah, but what did he? I mean, the doctors didn't, back in the days didn't have the technology. In the 70s, it increased in the 80s and 90s. Now we're in 2022 and they can't fix any damn thing. I mean, what's really going on?
Yeah, they're not giving him the shot.
I'm gonna give him the juice.
Yeah,
Gotta give him the mix.
Yeah, you gotta give him the mix. Get out there. We got a mix for you.
So these damn players, come on, man. You're making $30-40 million a season. You got to take the mix.
I mean, Giannis is out there every night.
Yeah, and I know he's getting banged. It's a different league. They can't touch you. They can touch you on the way to the hole dunking, but they really, there's no bad boys of Detroit anymore. They're just brushing against you or yelling at you as you're going to dunk. But oh man, I don't understand it. These guys, they should be the bed rest shouldn't be so damn long. But as we see here in Chicago with the guy, LeVar Ball, that son of a ball. Yeah, it's up to the player. And whatever they determine, that's what happens.
Well, let's push on. Eddie Jackson, he's on bed rest. Had a resurgent season, but another season of partial bed rest.
Yeah.
But he made the news because he said I think he'll miss like a total of 3 or 5 games when the season's over. But he's been banned from the Pro Bowl pretty much. But he said TJ Watt got voted in and he missed like 9-10 games that season.
Is it racial?
I mean, we don't know what's in the commissioner of the NFL's heart and the owners.
But how do you remove Eddie Jackson, who, started out the season with 4 interceptions? He was a former all-pro. Just take him off the ballot, not even give him the opportunity to be
right due to injuries. But you had TJ Watt, right? These players should be filing lawsuits and grievances instead of just yapping.
Yeah, I mean, they got a players union. So,
yeah. Because he said this cost them money.
Yeah. I think that the league or the pink commission is going from the point that they don't play the Pro Bowl anymore. It's just a honorary mention. But all pro.
Nobody ever cared about the game, but it's about your contract. Go ahead, bro.
Absolutely, because you got that all pro chip on your shoulder as opposed to this guy. We shut him down with 6 weeks left in the season and took him off the damn Pro Bowl roster. So yeah, I mean, the Watt kid's been hurt most of the year, but he still has an opportunity at least to be voted as an all pro by his peers. So, yeah, it's a valid argument. How the hell do I not be included on the ballot when I have all pro tenure and I had a good season until I got hurt? So I don't think it's fair. but we know.
Yeah, it's definitely inconsistent. And I think reading between the lines, he may be suggesting, that it could be racial.
Yeah.
They
can't say that.
Yeah, but ESPN didn't pick it up. Nobody's really talking about it too much.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. Just like they didn't talk about the Bush League Bills last minute touchdown against the Bears in a game that was easily over with. So yeah, it's something we got to consider in this league, like what's going on.
Yeah. So what's your take on the Patriots? Gutsy, smart, tough QB. We were talking about this guy, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Tough, gritty. You mentioned it, kicking players. The Bears player was a second. He got a fine for that. Never missing any time.
Yeah.
He's not learning his lesson. He reminds me of, what's that guy that played for Duke? He's in the league now. Kept tripping people.
Grayson Allen.
Yeah, he's the Grayson Allen of the NFL, bro.
But
that was Bush League, man. He could have he could have ended that dude's career, Eli Apple.
Yeah, interest. I don't care.
So Eli Apple's team had the ball. The guy with the ball was 20 yards ahead of Mac Jones running into the end zone. Why are you blocking him?
Yeah. It's the NFL. I guess you got to figure you'll get them back the next time they're on your roster, and you're going to, run in the backfield and plaster that guy, which, of course, is not going to help your team. But, yeah,
he's a pink player throwing those pink tantrums and getting away with it.
Well,
what's Bill Belichick? Does he not respect the game and respect defensive players anymore?
Absolutely not. We've seen this all season as far as, these quarterbacks getting away with, non-melanated quarterbacks getting away with murder all year. Getting away with these calls where they're being touched after they deliver the ball or looked at or breathed upon. You're like, what? That's not a personal foul. This guy just barely got rid of the ball, and now you're calling personal fouls, giving 15 yards. Hey, come on, man.
Yeah, but you're going to let this guy go down and blow up somebody's knees, bro.
Right. Absolutely. Because
that had nothing. What's that?
He's under Kraft, he's under Belichick, and he's under the Patriots.
Oh, the NFL Patriots. He got fined a measly 15 sacks for that hit.
Right. I don't care, but he's on his rookie contract. Either Kraft will pay it, or $15,000 pocket change.
You're throwing a pick six. What if he would have ended that guy's career?
Yeah.
How do you handle that? Does he get suspended for 2 seasons?
No, it's not melanated. You got to figure out a way to find him, or either get the player that got hurt out of the league.
I think he's the dirtiest player in the league now.
Well, why not? That's probably what Belichick's coaching. You think he's going out there doing that on his own?
He's got to be doing it in practice too, huh? Absolutely. He can't help himself.
But he's got to have the.
But he's a competitor. It shows he's got moxie. He's a tough kid from Philly.
Oh, smart. He's got to have the okay of his coach, and he's got to have the okay of the offensive line. Because they don't, when it comes down to it, they're the ones that got to protect him. Even when he's, making dirty hits, kicking guys in the nuts, whatever he's doing, they're going to protect him. So it's got to be coached in practice. It's got to be approved by Belichick. And it's got to be approved by the offense. So it's
well, I think the only way Belichick could do something about it if they start A, finding Belichick, and B, more importantly, throwing a damn flag when he's doing these antics. Once it starts cost, Belichick penalty yardage, he don't play that.
Yeah, but they don't call penalties.
But they don't call it.
No.
In that Bears game, that would have been huge, man.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the games even on Christmas. At the melanated quarterbacks, the hits they're taking, the slaps to the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The after slide.
Yes.
And they're not calling any of it. And then you get close to these guys, these pink quarterbacks, and you breathe on them, you push them, just because you're close to them, and they're just getting rid of the ball. You say you call them names or whatever, and they're calling penalties. So, the NFL's got to clean that up. I mean, I know they don't want to, but it's a bad look for them.
All right. So we got Ed Reed, Hall of Famer, former NFL player. He's taking over the helm at Bethune-Cookman.
Hall of Famer. Daytona Beach.
Now they're coming off a 2-9 season. He didn't say anything about I'm here to save the world. I'm here to,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he leaves after 2-3 seasons, I don't think I would care as much. But I'm saying this is a good move, though.
I mean, it's a big hire for Bethune-Cookman. I don't know what they've agreed to monetarily. It's probably
we're going to steal the money and offer you ticket money and never give it to you. We're going to give you the same deal we gave Dion. Damn it.
It's probably in line with Dion received.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't see Bethune-Cookman really generating any real revenue as far as alumni coming back or.
I think in light of what happened with Dion,
yeah,
I think Ed Reed's going to get a lot of support from the black community.
Yeah, I mean, it was
financial support.
This was the black community, they don't pay. But this was put in place to counteract, I guess, the ill feeling or will that was put toward Dion by him leaving and goes to the PWI. But, I don't know if Ed Reed, I haven't read up on him yet, has been coaching the youth like Dion has and bringing them up.
Forgot where he was working.
I don't know if he has his kids playing.
No, he's not doing it all for his kids.
Okay, great. So,
will he be able to recruit like a Dion?
And Daytona Beach, based on what I've seen, no.
Oh, look at that. He and I share a birthday, which I won't mention, but yeah.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah. Is an American football coach, former safety, current coach of Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, played college football for the Hurricanes. Oh, yeah, he probably can, take this book of sugar is yours. Just sign right here.
Yeah.
It's a quarter key right there. That's your starter packet. Definitely. All right.
Well, my son went to school down the street from Bethune-Cookman at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. It's a nice place to visit.
Listen to the jobs a Hall of Fame player can get offered.
Yeah.
As opposed to what Saturday got. In 2016, they hired him as the assistant defensive backs coach. This guy's a freaking Hall of Famer. Who was he assisting on how to coach defensive backs?
I don't know. Since his defensive backs coach to who? On what team?
It was the Bills in 2016, 1 year. So that's his only coaching experience. Now, as an administrator, 2020 through 2021. He was Miami's chief of staff.
Who's the black coach? I mean, not the black coach.
Miami chief of staff. I don't know what that is. It just will give him a check.
Yeah,
and in 2022, he was the senior football advisor.
Okay. Yeah, well, he's a booster and Hall of Famer. You got to give him something at the university to talk to the kids when they come in. But what coach in Buffalo had this guy as the assistant?
A former NFL Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time first team All-Pro, 3-time second team, 9-time Pro Bowler, 3 times NFL interceptions leader, NFL All-Decade, NFL 100th Anniversary All-Time Team. Who's the assistant person? Smart, tough, gritty, pink guy.
Yeah, absolutely. He knows.
He's processing the plays. He's come up through the Belichick tree.
He's gonna show him how to teach the game.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah. You know, and that's why these guys be quitting.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Why? He's probably forgot more about being a quarterback in the NFL. This guy will ever know.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I like it. I think that now you're right. See, here's the thing. Dion may have hurt guys like his opportunity. Oh, you coming in my house with all this slick talking shit. You'll be gone when the first Power 20 university call you. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, but you gotta look, you gotta look at the dynamic of the coaching position as far as what Dion did is recruiting,
brought marketing and money.
Yeah, setting up all this and
right, but he didn't get hired at Jackson State. He got hired at Bethune-Cookman. So he's got to be convincing these families, kids, like any other college coach, to come here and I'm at least in it until your kid graduates. I mean, nobody wants it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I don't think I'm convinced at this point that somebody of his stature, due to his history, will have the patience to do it longer than 3 years.
I'm not either, and especially at Bethune-Cookman. I don't.
Where is that? In Winston-Salem, North Carolina?
Oh, it's in Daytona Beach, Florida.
I thought I kept hearing you say Florida.
It's beautiful in the area, but there's nothing there. It's small.
Would you compare the campus to Chicago State?
In the summertime, there's high school campuses that are better than Bethune-Cookman and Daytona Beach, and they're right down the street. So I don't know if they're going to be using the high school campus to practice or what, but yeah.
All right, for all the naysayers, I'll go online and make some sort of penalty donation to the athletic program at Bethune-Cookman. So when y'all ask me, well, what did you do? I sent them a check. Now shut the fuck up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the same problem. I mean,
they're gonna stuff the money. They're gonna stuff the money in their pocket.
To the school, they don't have a TV contract. They don't have a track record as far as success in football. They can't compete nationally. So hopefully, I wish them good luck. Hopefully you can schedule some games against U of M down there in Miami Gardens, Florida. And we'll see what happens.
Could the HBCU programs become less so as a feeder for our students to make it to the NFL, but more so feeding a feeder coaching experience for our coaches, meaning all the way up and down the line, you get all these former NFL players, I'm going to go coach at, Gumbo Shrimp College, you know what I mean? And 3-4 years there in the league.
But you would think with the Rooney rules and the programs they have to hire.
Come on, you got Ed Reed, assistant defensive back coach.
All these programs got
for the
to
bills.
hire these coaches. I really don't. Well, I know they don't have any really interest in hiring them.
They don't.
Yeah, of course they want them to pay their dues, learn the game.
But they shouldn't have to pay their dues like somebody who all he did was run the video room in high school.
Yeah, but they can bring a guy out of the damn broadcast booth, just give him a job as the head coach of an NFL team because it's interim and he doesn't have to be subjected to the Rooney rules. And then after it fails, you can say, oh, well, now as we go on our extensive search, we'll use the Rooney rules now.
But had he won all the games and shined,
yeah,
they would have said, we're hiring this guy.
Yeah.
And he still might, because the team owner said, Ursi said he's still one of the candidates, Jeff Saturday.
Of course he is. He always will be. I think his name's over in the rafters at Lucas Oil Stadium. But you got to fire the damn general manager there. He doesn't know what he's doing. He lucked up with the running back, but the running back's like, there's nobody run behind. We don't have a quarterback. Coach doesn't know what he's doing. I'm not busting my ass to go out here and get killed. So, yeah, they got deeper issues than Saturday.
All right.
And they got to pass the Rooney rule. I don't know if the NFL competition committee will look at that in the future and figure they'll make some changes to the rule to at least if you're going to hire an interim coach, at least bring on a melanated assistant coach or somebody in consideration at the same time they get the experience that they're getting. But they got to do something because that's the loophole.
Yeah, but they're not.
Of course they're not. Who's going to make them? The commissioner? He works for them.
All right, we got Booger.
Ball analyst RG3.
We got Booger of the week. All right, so this is RG3.
Defense of Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts on Monday
Fair
night
use.
countdown. Griffin.
It's RG3 sitting next to what's his name? Not Joe Montana, the understudy.
Steve Young.
Yeah, Steve Young.
Between Steve Young and Booger.
Yeah, and the Booger.
Yeah.
All right, and not that we're against it or for it, but RG3 he has a non-melanated spouse. Let me just throw that out there. That's his choice.
Trophy winner who played quarterback in 7 and
He did not. No, he didn't.
The Eagles just keep leveling up, in my opinion. I think they're your favorite team's favorite team. People said that Jalen Hurts couldn't get it done. He couldn't operate from the pocket. He's not the quarterback of the future. I think
he talking about Booger, by the way. Booger was going in on every black quarterback, boy, including Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was riding with him, but here we go.
Oh, those jigaboos wrong. And when you talk about teams,
Let's take this back.
Team, people said that Jalen Hurts couldn't get it done. He couldn't operate from the pocket. He's not the quarterback of the future. I think he proved all those jigaboos wrong. And when you talk about teams, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Cowboys, whoever else is out there, they have to show against this team. This team is the one that has 2 number 1 wide receivers, 2 shutdown corners, has the best O-line in all of football. So those teams.
RG3 came out and made a statement on Twitter. Here's what RG3 had to say in response to that clip. RG3 said, yo, definitely need to clarify this. This is not what I meant to say. Was trying to say those boogaboos in reference.
And that's why he gets Booger of the week, in my opinion. Now you're going to have me believe that you're not running around there with your, pink spouse and her family, and you guys throwing around the old jigaboo word, Now, let's plug in bugaboos.
You meant to say what?
Bugaboos. Boogerboos. I mean,
But
he's sitting there. You should have seen Booger's face. I know you saw the video. Booger McFarland was taking it back. He's like, I've been wanting to call these N-words jigaboos my entire career. Are you serious? This guy probably bust one in his pants.
Oh my God. It's like, can we say that on ESPN? Well, I guess you did. God bless you.
He said it during a national game, man. People's families and kids are watching it.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing. You know, you already got these suburban kids loving to use the N-word. That's the last thing I need is them running around thinking that we're calling each other, you know, jigaboos out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but there was no uproar, so he apologized on Twitter and it's over.
Well, bugaboo is what he thought he said.
I thought it said bugaboo. I don't normally use jigaboo term on television. I use that.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get this guy on this show. I mean, he needs to pull up. You know what I mean? These are the kind of conversations we have talking politics. We might need to change it from Booger of the Week to Jigaboo of the Week. I mean, if they can say it on ESPN, what?
What's the problem? It's just verbiage. RG3, we need you to pull up on Mouthpiece included next week and clarify your bugaboo.
Yes.
Statement. This is the platform, and we look forward to talking to you troll free next week.
He was riding with it too.
Smile.
You know, because he was taking it personal because those same bugaboos treated him the same way when he was back there at the helm.
Yeah. When he supposedly trying to be a quarterback, when he was done like 4 or 5 years ago, they were still running him out there and trading his butt. I mean, this.
Yeah, and they massage his brain. Stay in the pocket. So what? You got a 4-3. Stay in the pocket. You're a pocket quarterback. Stand in there and prove you can do it. Right. Right. Process.
Figure out what the defense is doing.
Right. The defense should be figuring out what this supreme athlete is doing. All right.
So, what I said, I meant to say bugger.
Yeah, that's how he cleared it up. He got that lie from his pink wife.
Come on, bro. You said what you meant to say, and that's what you said. So, wait, on in America. All
right. So we found us a booger. It was apropos that Booger himself was there to witness it too.
Gave him the golden booger.
Yeah, he got the golden booger award. We have to have that every year. The golden booger award.
Yeah. Let's see. We got MVP and golden booger.
Yeah, it's looking like either Stephen A. or Booger McFarland so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's jump on the hottest topic, bro. What if Kyrie does ink a sneaker deal with black-owned SIA collective?
Ooh.
Now, what type of deal would you be seeking from Kyrie's standpoint, Ace?
Well, you know, you got to look at the financials of the company. No, that really doesn't matter to you, but you got to, think as far as entering negotiations and saying you're going to be a member of this shoe company. What can they offer you? Or are you doing it for the culture?
Both. Listen what I need. I need percentage ownership, and I'm doing it for the culture.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to pay me all the upfront money that Nike or Adidas is giving me, the $200-300 million, whatever all these guys are getting. Here's what I need from you guys. I need 20% of the company.
Okay.
And $10 million up front.
Okay.
This is what I'm thinking. Partner.
What if they can't provide the $10 million?
Well, we can negotiate $1 million. I mean, it is for the culture, but I need 20% of the. Or we could do a royalty deal.
Yeah, you gotta put somewhere in there where you're gonna get your money.
A royalty deal.
It could be
20% and $10 off every pair of shoes. So something like that. But go ahead, Ace.
Yeah, you gotta decide whether you're gonna be it's gonna be a royalty deal or, like you said, a royalty plus percentage of the company deal. And the only way I think they can snag a athlete like Kyrie and keep this going is give out the best deal you can. The next guy that comes out, give out the best deal you can and set it up until, it is what it is. But
think about it. They balling right now. Kyrie is balling. Brooklyn is balling.
Yeah.
Ace, you take a look at. So I looked up SIA Collective. I never had heard of them. Apparently, they got all these different shoes. They release very limited amounts, probably because they don't have the resources, for the product. But they get resold, man. I saw some shoes on the resale market. You don't know if they're counterfeit, or not.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you're always up against, but that's another story.
Yeah.
I think this could be huge, man, and this is going to be indicative on Black parents to start forcing these shoes down their kids' throats, just like the way these other parents, when I went to school in Hyde Park, those kids had on their Nikes and worn with pride. They wore their tree torns and ponies and all type because their families was invested in those companies.
Right. Yeah, I wore my Dr. J's.
Right. That was a Converse All-Stars.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I had some Larry Legends in my Alex P. Keaton sweater.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. But I'm saying, bro, it's going to be indicative on the parents to start buying these shoes, like the baby shoes, man, all the way up until the kid is able to tell you, Dad, I can't wear these to school without getting beat up. Man, those should be flying off the rack, man, as far as supporting the culture.
But yeah, we can support the culture. It's a matter of what the culture or the culture holder, quote unquote, is going to do at the point. Once you secure all these names, signature, whatever you're going to do, and how will this particular initial investment or rollout, how will it succeed? Based on the shoes that Kyrie has showed in the past, it will succeed. But then you got to look at the quality of the shoe that he's merging with, and you got to improve that.
Yeah, come on, Nikes are made in some shithole by some slaves and factories in China. Those shoes cost 25 cents a pair. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
They got a process of making those shoes in the shithole countries, whereas you're looking at this new venture who's got to hire employees that make more money than those sweat boxes, and a shoe that you really want to wear to hoop in. So it's a matter of what the heck they can figure out, what they can come up with to make this an equitable deal for everyone.
Well, yeah, and we're talking about two things because, okay, yeah, there's shoes for hooping, and then there's shoes for when most of us are wearing them around, smoking reefer, talking shit, going to the mall and the games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they could probably have like a Kyrie Pro, and those are for your hoopers out there.
I got
and
you.
Then, your Kyrie Chill or something like that. I'd probably name the shoes like the Kyrie Hebrew.
The Kyrie Orthopedic.
The Kyrie Hebrew, like Hebrews and Negroes.
They're not gonna buy that because it's great.
But you mentioned manufacturing in China. I'm pretty sure SIA is probably already doing that. They probably got some Chinese manufacturer over there.
Yeah, or some SO country that they can get the shoes produced and put them on the assembly line and ship them out. But with those particular type of shoes, you're looking for another heat or light source to show these shoes. And how long do you really expect for Kyrie to hold on to that name, that brand, and slow roll into being rich with whatever animal Kyrie has at his home and whatever shoe he's going to sell and the serial number on that shoe. So,
man, if they can get Kyrie and then mess around and get Wembanyama, well, if I'm Kyrie, bro, okay, I'm gonna be a bit more aggressive. I don't know how I'm diluting all of their current shareholders, but I'm gonna need 40%. But I'm going to invest X amount of dollars into this company. You know, I'm going to fulfill your the orders. You know, that's what I'm willing to do because Kyrie's got the bread. You know, to kind of get this thing off the ground. You know, to make a better shoe, to maybe hire somebody over from Nike, one of the coloreds, who's in the copy room, designing all the shoes at the water cooler and not getting no credit for it.
Not getting any type of recognition for
no
millions of dollars for the company. I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, now me as an adult, you know, as I mentioned to you, I'm going to go ahead and my next shoe, I'm going to order from SIA Collective, and I'm going to wear those with pride. I'll probably get 2 pair, you know, one to put away and then, you know, one to rock.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, I look at them like if it had a Nike stripe on it, would I buy it? That's how I'm looking at it. And there's some of the shoes I saw, and the answer is yeah. So if the answer is yeah, that I would buy it if it had a Nike stripe, and I won't buy it because it's SIA, black, allegedly black owned. I got to do more research. You know how that goes. Then I'm wrong. You know, they can have a cleat line and you can get Jackie Robinson. They need to call Jackie Robinson, man. And you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's a collective that we all have to jump on and be together and put together to make succeed.
Yes.
This is the direction that we want to go. Unfortunately, there's always going to be a chink in that armor. Can you
say chink on YouTube? I don't think we can. I don't think we can say chink on YouTube.
There's always going to be a chink in the armor, and you got to get past that to make the collective set up to agree to manufacture this shoe and bring it to the States and make money off it. Because it's going to be a money maker as long as Kyrie is attached to the shoe. And it's got to be a transition from going to the swoosh to a company that people want to be involved with and sign for. So,
yeah, man. I mean, come on, it's like anything else. Some of the money you put into it, you know, I don't know if they're going to trade publicly or what the deal is, but maybe their board or stockholders can, you know, hire a couple of these rappers. You know what I mean?
They're not interested in that. They're just interested in
Gucci.
Yeah, putting these terms to the agreement out about or near you, and you fulfilling them to give them more money. So, yeah, it's tough.
Man, I'd love to see Zion because I think he signed with Kangaroo or some shit. I mean, it wasn't Kangaroo, but
he was originally with Kangaroo for his shoes.
I know Shaq was, I think, but I'm saying if you could sign with them, you know,
what's the problem with signing with a company that you
correct?
Yeah.
And Kyrie got $50 million to take one of these athletes and then find some outside investors to get the other 50 and say, here's your sign-on bonus, and you're going to be to SIA what Michael Jeffrey Jordan was to Nike.
Yeah. You got to go after it because your percentage is going to be so much greater than the percentage that you acquired with a company such as Nike. So you got
correct. I'd hire Lonzo Ball's dad and Lonzo Ball to be wear the shoes too. This is how I hurt my knee.
Well, at least you could be the VP in charge of anger management for the company.
Had that Ball running around marketing the Kyrie shoes. We're gonna get these up. We producing them, and we got factory. We gonna produce them.
Right. We're gonna make money. We're gonna build all these shoes and send them over to the shithole countries and see what it takes for them to come back. Yeah, but it's an interesting design and concept. But when you get over to it, yeah, imagine being in a situation with somebody's peeing on you, and yeah, so.
I think Music Soul Child released it on Twitter. That's where all this information is coming from. So, you know, and then Kyrie could be the first domino, so to speak.
Mhm.
You know, he needs to pick up the phone and call LeBron. LeBron might be open, but see, LeBron can't wear the shoes because he probably signed his life away to Nike.
Absolutely.
Right. But he can invest.
Yeah, but as long as he's trying to invest against Nike, it's going to be a clause. There's going to be something involved.
Yeah.
Keep him from being able to stay in the country based on the documentation that he has.
Well, then if these guys want to get out of those contracts, all they got to do is post the link, Hebrews to Negroes on their Twitter, and they can get out of their contracts like that.
No interest.
Just post the link.
Yeah, you better give me my nightgown, whatever the hell you're wearing on Twitter to show off to the entire country. So, I mean, it's kind of a talk that's already been had with us as far as whether the food and the donations and everything else was going, but it was a room that was set up for it. So.
All right. All right. So once we decipher that metaphor, we'll be able to. All right. So go ahead and give me your final words on this, and we can close this one out there, fella.
Man, the shoes, the whole situation with Kyrie coming out with the shoe that is black owned, black supported, and black distributed is a concept that is long overdue. You just haven't had the athletes that were willing to step away from Nike, step away from Adidas, step away from these major companies, and go out with someone on their own. And
now that they're forced out, and they need to get with Kanye and have the Yeezys on their platform. But go ahead, bro.
I mean, yes. I mean, the shoes were a major seller, and they're still going to be a seller, not just because you're taking a damn Adidas tag or emphasis or mold off of the shoe, because Kanye was directing them, designing them and putting them out there. So as far as I'm concerned, it's time for the collective to battle against this so-called cancel culture for the athletes and come out and design a shoe. I think the major problem is everyone feels is going against Nike and is going against Jordan to start their own shoe company. But there's got to be some kind of collective mind that's willing to advance thought, go into thought, and come up with, a group of athletes or businessmen or
combination of them.
Yeah, to design, build this company, design a shoe, put it out, starting out with your superstar player, which would be Kyrie, and others will follow. I mean, you look at Under Armour, they got Steph Curry. When he was considering other sources, or he didn't want to, go with the status quo. He wanted what he wanted on his shoe, and he got it from Under Armour, and it's a hot selling shoe. Let me say that. So some might argue it might not be selling as much as a Kyrie shoe or whoever's shoe, but you got paid The shoe was what he wanted. And I don't think he's in a position to be in the castle culture of that Under Armour company. They believe in him. They believe in his message, and it is what it is. So, yeah, I just believe that this, as well as any other entities that affect our people, we need to start organizing, collecting, sacrificing, and get off the ground to make happen. Do gym shoes need to cost $250, $300? No, but that's what it is. So we're going to design the shoes. We got black designer, marketing, endorser. So support it, and anything can happen. But
yeah, and Ace, that price I sent you, that was on the resale market.
Right.
So, somebody bought them and then they're reselling it. So the shoes probably won't be that much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can't have them too cheap, but we're not going to want them.
Right.
I'd take a step further, man. I'd have shoes for like in each city. I'd have an Air One knockoff, or like, in Chicago.
Red Button. Yeah.
No, I had a little Dirks. You know what I'm saying? In LA, what's the rapper name that just passed?
Nipsey.
Yeah, you get with his family, you got your Nipseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the culture, bro.
Yeah, but you're talking about dividing up money and power. Who's gonna take the step back, or who's gonna negotiate the deal for the Air Nipsey, or the Lil Durk shoes, or what do we have?
Yeah, I mean, with Dirk and those cats, you give them a watch, a sparkly watch, a chain, and a nice bag of money. They like a bag of money.
That's fine. That's fine until they tell the attorney.
I mean, just like you negotiate anything else, man. You had your people talk to his people. Mm-hmm. It's the same way Nike would negotiate with them. It's no different. We've got the ability. We're just doing it for white companies as opposed to doing it for ourselves.
It makes sense. And with Kyrie in a position that he's been put in based on sending out a tweet.
And Kanye.
Can't forget about Kanye.
The stars are lined up. They probably don't want to touch Kanye, but I'd touch him.
Yeah.
He'd want to drop the White Lives Matter, all white.
Yeah.
All white Yeezys, call them the White Lives Matter.
Instead of off-white, he wants the all-white.
I'd make those shoes pink.
All-white Kyries. Oh, yeah.
The White Lives Matter be pink.
So you think on his in his think tank or his design team, with of course they're going to ship those to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But
right, and what the suburban kids will be wearing those shoes. Just make the money, man.
Yeah, because if you have the capital, which both of you do, between Kanye, or the ability to get loans to support your company, go ahead and do it. You already know Kanye knows the manufacturing. He knows the shithole countries that these shoes are being made in, and he knows it's with Tony Montana is puro. It's come on, man. It's no way you can lose. We can't lose.
Can't lose, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, can't lose. Now the thing is making it attractive to the people, but they seem to be successful because when they release a new shoe, it sells out like in days. So,
okay,
you know what I mean? Stick to that model.
He has his own clientele. Now you got the clientele of an NBA All-Star, and his
correct
followers. So it's just a matter of scaling
up. Correct, and and shoe collectors are gonna buy it. That's a big business reselling shoes. When you drop those Kyrie SIAs, man, they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah. It's just a matter of until you come out with it, and those other cats want to buy your company, and offer you XYZ to buy.
Oh, they're gonna offer a couple billions. Yeah, Nike's bought it, and now it's a division of Nike. Yeah.
So yeah.
So in order for this deal, you got to fire Kyrie. Fire who? He's already gone. That's how we get answers.
That's how we do. Who? Oh man, yes, that's definitely how we'll do to sell out for that for those chips. While you're talking about Coach Prime trying to help the kids. He said, but
well, if it wasn't for Coach Prime, I guess we wouldn't have Bethune-Cookman in Salem, North Carolina.
We wouldn't have Ed Reed. We wouldn't have a man out of.
We wouldn't have HBCUs if it wasn't for Prime. Let the world tell it.
Coach Prime came in this thing and left.
Yeah, big ups to Prime. All right, man. So that does it. Next week, tune in to the Self-Love Show. We haven't secured a topic yet, but yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And then next week on Mouthpiece Included, we're going to do Pele. We're going to unpack the wonderful career of our late legend, Pele, greatest football player of all time. He's the GOAT. Yes. Of course, we're going to talk about a lot of things he had to overcome and racism he dealt with on his journey. That'll all be broken down. And maybe the week after that, we'll do Rocky. That's Max Smelling. That's who Rocky. And Joe Lewis. Yeah, we're going to talk about that the week after next. So that's what we got for y'all coming up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So if you ever find yourself dipping through the great city of Chicago or Inglewood, Cali, better check your six.
Who is Chicago?
Get your head on a swivel. Check your blind spot. Watch your back. Guard your grill. Knuckle up. And don't forget to. And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Huh?
You know?